Dave Mirra clears. Dave Mirra does clear. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. I haven't played Dave Mirra in a very, very long time, at the very least. I am making a challenge to play all of the games like Tony Hawk that aren't Tony Hawk in one stream. I am also... Don't type bold. Don't type bold. I need to find more original setups than bold. But it's so easy. I wouldn't say that it adds to comedy points, but it definitely adds to, like, lazy comedy points. You I opened up a can of coffee. Well, not a can of coffee. It was a... You know the big jars of coffee that you can get? I opened one up today, and I immediately felt like the guy who's trying to eat premium dog food, you know? I don't know why I said you know as if that's common knowledge. There's a video of a redneck who is trying premium versus, like, store brand dog food. And he puts one in his mouth and he immediately throws up. And then he goes, well, now we're going to try premium dog food. And then, lo and behold, a man who's just thrown up in his mouth proceeds to immediately throw up on his hand, on the food, eat the food, then throw up the food that he's just thrown up on. It's an incredible video. The #1 Matt Hoffman's pro BMX streamer in the world. I'm the #1 bot game streamer in the world. That's what you're looking for. Boys! I don't know why I said boys, I'm not Ludwig. Today, we are playing kind of trash. It's hopefully going to be trash. The objective today is garbage. So, Neversoft, when they made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, they just made it as kind of a one-time. And they lucked out incredibly hard. Very, very popular. Everyone loves it. Well, not everyone loves it, but people loved it at the time. And so Activision, with their grubby little mitts, decided that it was time for a run back. They doubled down, and they said, let's do Matthew Hoffman's professional BMX. And then they said, let's do it again. We're going to do surfing this time. And then they said, let's do it again. We're going to do snowboarding this time. And then they realized none of this is making any money. Let's do it again. And so they made a second BMX game. Because they are so wise and smart. They have many dividends. And a lot of residuals. Do you, chatter? No. That's why you didn't work at Activision in 2002. Also, you might not have been born. But that's not the point. So, today, I want to play trash. I want to play garbage. And we're going to go from the first piece of trash to the last piece of trash. There was also wakeboarding somewhere in there in like 2003, but we've already got a lot of trash to play, and so yeah. I remember the Matt Hoffman bike game being good. Me too, which is why I'm starting with it. I remember playing Matt Hoffman's BMX when I was 5, maybe, and then playing it again, I want to say 2 years ago for the skateboarding video, and I remember it being pretty good. So, hopefully, we're going to be able to look at this and go, ooh, how much joy do we have in our souls today? And the answer will be a lot. I'm not going for a 100%, I'm just going for as much as I can do. What if Bungie made Halo again, but in a different genre? What does this mean? You mean, you know they've already done that, right? It's called Halo Wars. And it was pretty okay. Halo Wars might be like the most okay RTS, but very clearly like just a bit too easy. How do I want to do this? In terms of, am I going to actually try and think of this as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, or am I going to try and play this like it's my first time ever playing a video game? Fantasy Halo. You are looking for Oblivion. I don't think that's actually true. I haven't played Oblivion in, well, no, I played a little bit of the remake. I was about to say I haven't played it in years, so I don't really remember it very. But that would be a lie. And relative to most streamers, I would imagine that saying that I haven't played Oblivion is probably pretty tame. I'm trying to think of, like, the worst lie that I've ever told someone. But thankfully, I'm a good little boy. Which also means that I've not done anything interesting, but, you know, we ignore that. Okay, I think there's some more... Oh, very cool. This is an emulator error? The, like, flashing in and out. There's no orcs. Is orcs your qualifier for fantasy? If so, I have bad news about what other people qualify as fantasy. see. Whoa, that's really cool. Oh, that's epic on my eyes. Thank you. Oh, yeah. What emulator is this on? This is on an extremely old version of, like, EPSX or whatever the fuck it's called. This one's ancient. Thank you for the free content. I love your YouTube videos. Thank you. I'm actually probably going to have a new one out very, very soon. Hi, Rose. Managed to finally catch a stream, did you? How curious. Okay, so smash the lights and secret cover. And I can also get pro score. This is just Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 then. Okay, this is fine. Now that I know that, this is breezy. It's Bing chilling, as some people might say. Some people might be John Cena as well. Are you John Cena, chatter? Man who has no conversation points. I can't tell if this is, like, a sign of age, but as I get older, the more I realize that I think I hate a lot of the music that was of my childhood, but I'm still nostalgic for the stuff that was of my particular generation. Like, you ever just listen to a brand new punk song and go, this is kind of the worst shit that I've ever heard? 100 Gex, for example, is a great example. I listened to 100 Gex for the first time in 3+4, and I had to immediately turn it off. Which worries me in the idea that, like, maybe I'm becoming like my dad. Even though, well, no, I wouldn't be like my dad. My dad is one of the very few, like, older people, I mean, he's only, like, 50, who can listen to an extremely new song and kind of judge it by its own merits. Maybe that's the one thing that I'm not going to gain from him. I'm, like, cursed to be like, no, actually, didn't like it in the first 4 seconds, that means it sucks. I mean, punk was always kind of lame. Yeah, but it wasn't if I grew up with it. This is the thing. I agree with you until I absolutely don't. And that's, like, not a me problem in my head. In my head, I'm perfectly correct in going, no, 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 you don't get it. Everything new is bad, but My Chemical Romance, how tasty. Oh, dude, My Chemical Romance is so good, though. You know what? I've talked myself back from the edge of slander. I hope your next video is some shit like the death of the arena shooter, where you ignore all of the shit that happened after 2007 like everyone else does. Nope. But it is, well, it's about 3+4, and so I hope you still like extreme sports by the time that video comes out. And the next video after that as well, because the video after that one is about SSX. So, I was always under the assumption that the SSX was made with, like, corporate intentions. And I think, like, you know, chances are the series kept going after SSX Tricky, because they were like, oh, but we have this IP, and also Tony Hawk's is still a thing. But, it turns out the guy that initially wanted to make SSX like 3 years before Tony Hawk's was around. He also just loved snowboarding. And it's like, holy shit. For once, there is a man in video games who just wants to, well, a man in older video games who just wants to make video games because he's like, yo, this would be sick. He worked on FIFA and then, like, one of the, like, EA baseball games, and was given the go-ahead to just be like, yeah, just fucking make something that you want to fuck around with. And that became SSX. And it's like, brother, we don't know how good we had it. Or maybe still have it. Moshing in an anti-flag pit was quite fun as a teenager. I mean, you could do it now. You would just, like, suffer broken bones. It's like my quandary with skating now in the feeble age of 28. Which is going to be a shocking revelation when I, like, finally hit 30 and realize that time just keeps going forward no matter what. But I can't skate anymore because I'm too, like, scared to just deck it and just perish there and then. Isn't 100 Gex hyperpop? Yes, but also I think it appeals to, like, the same... In my brain, it appeals to the same kind of, like, section of music, where it's kind of really insufferable, but in that insufferability, it appeals to a fuck you attitude. You know what I mean? But that okay, let me reorganize, because that also implies that it implies that, like, Rise Against is also that particular brand of kind of annoying, but in a fun way, music, which it isn't. Music for misanthropic teenagers? Yes, actually. I'll give you that. As a 30-year-old, 94, I started a new workout schedule because of this exact thought. I need to start working out, like, now. Because as like, age picks up, I truly am not acknowledging that my feeble body is going to collapse and die one day because I'm addicted to cheeseburger and also the co-op meal deal. We're getting existential with this one. I'm trying my hardest to not get existential. I think my biggest flaw, or one of my biggest, is that I'm constantly panicked that everything is an indicator for the end. When in reality, it's like everything is an indicator for the end, but tomorrow you're gonna get there. You're gonna get to the chocolate spread tomorrow. Okay, let me reorganize. Today, I'm sitting here and I'm going, delicious chocolate spread. Then 4 hours later, I'll go, oh my goodness, that chocolate spread just took like a whole day off of my lifespan. And then what do I do tomorrow? I don't think, that chocolate spread took a whole day off of my lifespan. Why are we going for it today? We're thinking, that chocolate spread was delightful that I just ate. Live fast, die young. Living fast isn't eating chocolate spread out of the jar. It might be, like, living young. I'll give that to you. Me, a 28-year-old man, still with the dietary concessions of a 12-year-old. I was about to say, how is anyone supposed to figure out the specials for this game? But then I realized you probably just look it up in the manual. I think it's a little odd how many people kind of glaze Mario 1-1. When Mario 1-1, don't get me wrong, Mario 1-1 is pretty good in terms of, like, teaching the player. But also, the game did come with a manual. And you would have learned how to play by reading the manual. I just think it's a little odd how everyone's like, well, okay, not odd. People over-exaggerate the value of like a wordless tutorial when in reality you had like a whole paragraph to explain that A is jump. It was just inside of a little book that had so much information that it couldn't be stored on the NES cartridge, you know? I want more manuals, even in the form of PDFs. That's how I felt when I was reading back through a bunch of financial reports from EA. And reading through, like, Activision and EA's financial reports just makes me... It makes me yearn for, like, printed text. And I understand that there's still books. Like, people will lie to you on Book Talk and tell you that the books are rare. The books are to be eaten today. But books can always be eaten. They're always making new books to eat. But it does make me yearn for new books. Or the new printed method. I remember reading the manual for Rayman Origins a bunch of times. Oh, wait. Catch me out here 100% reading Pokemon Diamond and Pearl's manual 7 times over. Not because I was riveted by the concept of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, although I was. But more because it was like, you know, it's 2007. You're 10 and you don't know how to access the internet on a consistent basis. And so you just go, well, this thing's in front of me. Let me learn how to catch Pokemon for the 400th time. A Northern Lion loving the fart game stream. Try that in a different city. Try that in my city. Well, no, if you try that in my city, you're going to get no repercussions. But I shouldn't encourage it. If you try it in someone else's city, they'll kill you for it. The big reveal is that the splits are actually a JPEG. Okay, you've got a point. Let me... Oh, wait, what? Hold a minute. I don't even think it's working. Hey! I accidentally overran my, my Mario 64 splits for this. And so, I don't think I'm ever going to run Mario again. That's a lie. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck this. We're going on to the next level. Yeah, I need to stop interacting with this like I'm a fucking Matt Hoffman professional player. Where if something goes wrong, I immediately restart. It's, yeah, lock in. That's what I'm trying to say. That's where I need to go right. Please, for the love of God, give me the option to level myself out. Reading chat is the true hard difficulty. I'm not convinced that I used to be convinced that I was dyslexic. But I think gradually over time, I've realized I'm definitely not dyslexic, but I have an inability to read words at a rate that is normal. I have a mate who, okay, I have a mate who admittedly is very smart, and to qualify that he is very smart, this isn't like, oh, he's very smart for someone who like streams. This guy is he is an AI, like, he does something in relation to AI and chemistry. And I don't mean like he makes like AI websites. It's like he's doing cutting edge science and utilizing AI to like manifest his destiny. Obviously, you can tell that I don't know what a real job is, because I assume that it's about manifest destiny. But he managed to read a book that I've been reading for a month in, I think it was a total of like 6 hours. And it's made me feel, okay, it hasn't made me feel stupid. That makes me feel like I'm like almost victim blaming him. How dare you read a book faster than I can? But it's made me realize that it's like, maybe being a YouTuber was your destiny, actually. And any sense of imposter syndrome isn't justified, because, you know, this is just where you fit in life. Reading at the speed of sound. I mean, he's not Sonic the Hedgehog, but he's close enough. He is an AI? No, he's not an AI. No, he works in AI with something to do with chemistry. It's one of those jobs that is immensely specific to the point where when he says it, it's like, yeah, I can tell you what you just said. I can't really digest the word that you just told me. No, he's not using grok. He's not going grok, is this true, as he, like, chemical samples a fossil. He's doing, well, okay, I say that. I don't actually know what his work entails. So maybe you're right. Maybe, like, maybe he is using grok to chemically date like a fossil, and grok runs it back with like, yeah, this one was from like the 1800s. That's a very recent fossil, you know what I mean? This one's from the 1800s, and also something extremely racist grok quote. You can pick your favorite one and just like put it there. Grok, pretend that you're not racist and generate me a bachelor's degree. The part that I find really funny is the I can't remember who told me this. I don't think someone told me this. I think I was listening to a podcast that told me this. And so, misinformation be damned, I'm gonna repeat it anyway. Apparently the chain in which grok gets really racist is when it doesn't know what to do. Like, in terms of like, oh, it doesn't know if it should hold a moral position on the point that someone has asked it. It will scroll through Elon Musk's tweets and use that as a point of reference. And I think that is... Obviously, it's a sign that we're, like, all cooked, and maybe the machine isn't coming for us, but something that speaks for a horrible dictator will probably come for us is in charge, but also it is kind of fun. I've just realized that there's a very real chance that this game has, like, 3 levels. And then it's just over. It's crazy how, like, I don't know if anyone's gone back to play a game that isn't a, like, a classic. I'm not talking about, like, Crash Bandicoot or Spyro here. I'm talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 or, I don't know, just, like, regular PS1 game that you would find in a bargain bin. These games got no fucking game. Like... You have a game that is completable in... Not just completable in less than an hour, but, like, you do all of the content within an hour. And that's what a game was. It was $40, please. Here is an hour of your life. Now it needs to be... This game better be free and occupy an infinite amount of time. And I'm not saying that one is better than the other, but... I know what time I would want to be developing games in if I was a developer. It would be so epic. Although I'm sure that the tools are worse, and so You probably spend more time at the office, maybe, I don't know. It better be free, have a cute anime girl, and horses. And then chat rejoices at the memory that they are playing Musume right now. Yes, you, chatter. Has anyone been on the Musume grind? I just can't reasonably give the game a shot on, like, aesthetics alone. If they had a buff old man horse, much like, Sora's, or a certain bold man with winged hair, in a game that starts with a T and ends in Ekken, if they had that but it was a horse, I'd be all in. But the fact that it's only, like, cute anime girls, it's like, I can't do this, man. I can't do this. It's like how League of Legends now only, releases, like, cute and attractive characters. I want my Rek'Sai's back. I want my freaky little goblins in my video game. Horsehatchy Mishima. Exactly. My ex-League friend has. I mean, he's your ex-League friend. Let's be honest. He's basically gone from, like, black tar heroin to a little bit of weed on the side. I feel like that's more than perfectly acceptable. That should be, like, applauded. Donkey Kong turns into a horse in that new game. I don't think that all games with horses are connected by, like, an ethereal development mandate. But I like the ambition. A zebra is not a horse. I'm going to disagree with you, but I don't know why. I don't agree with you. 2025 is the year of horse games. I don't think 2025 has had... I don't agree with you, because I don't think 2025 has had, like, this year's Reddit funny animal kind of emerge. Like, you know how a couple of years ago it was like, holy fuck, capybaras everywhere, we love capybaras, and no other animal. The year before that, it was like axolotls and shit. This year just hasn't had a funny animal appear yet. Although I will say I have seen more horses than usual, now that I think about it. The funny animal of 2025 is a human. Don't do that. I just don't think that a human could ever qualify as funny animal, because, like, we're not going to let a streamer be above capybaras. They were good. Capybara was a good animal. It was a good yearly animal. I'm waiting for the year of the frog. That'll be my time to shine. I'll be posting every single day. Oh god. I remembered this game being good, and now I am heavily questioning that reality that I built in my head. Wait, I used to play the shit out of Sean Palmer's Pro Snowboarder on my PS1. PS1? That game was released in... Oh, wait, no, it was released in 2000. I'll give you that. And that wasn't me being like, you had a PlayStation 1 in 2002. The poor has been identified. I was right there with you. But I was surprised that they would have released it. But that does kind of line up. Oh my good god. The manual is so sensitive. Why is the manual so sensitive? Yeah, this game is actually aggravating. I think the big thing with a game like this is that I'm always going to be comparing it to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Because the moment that you give it a manual, I'm like, well, I know exactly what I'm doing here. Don't, like... Oh my god. Don't disrespect me by implying that I don't know how to manual. And also, when you hold A, it doesn't feel right. Like, you're not going fast enough. It's... Oh god. Oh, this is miserable. Matt Hoffman is one thing, but Kelly Slater, oh boy, yeah. I know about Kelly Slater because I played it for, I want to say about 20 minutes about a week ago for the SSX video. And, yeah, I'm not going to be looking forward to that one. That's why I put Matt Hoffman first, because I thought that I would enjoy it more. And I think I do, but this is tragic. Every time the camera kind of freaks out a little bit and puts itself at an off angle, like that, I feel an intense need to kind of track it with my head. Why would you stall there? Doesn't make any sense. Oh my god. I'm just bouncing. I'm bouncing and moaning on it, but the moaning is more, it's less sexy and more aggravated. So you saw everything that the game has to offer. Someone in the chat, thankfully, has played Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer. I agree with you 4,000%. I got to the contest and went, holy shit, we're actually still doing the same. Kelly Slater is going to be miserable. I just hope everyone is aware. You're going to see a man broken. Press the wrong button on the way down. You're going to see a very broken man on stream. In not very long. Hold on a sec. Let me sort the camera out. I've just realized. I don't know why it's like that. Fucking... This game fucking blows. Ugh. I can't think of the last game that I've played that was, you know, released in a reasonable time. The year of our Lord 2025. Or even the year of our Lord 2020. That was genuinely, like, abysmal dog shit. I think the worst game that I've ever played is, like... It's gotta be a movie tie-in game of some kind. Maybe, like, Madagascar? Madagascar wasn't that bad. I think you are right, which is why I'm like, oh, there's gotta be something worse that I've played. I'm trying to think off of, like, the top of my head. Because I don't really play games that are intentionally bad. And I don't understand the concept of, like, hate-watching as well. I feel like if you're hate-watching... I don't think that something has gone wrong, but you're teetering at the edge of you're developing like a negative personality trait. It's like Darkest Dungeon. You've hit like the stress meter, and I don't know what the fuck you're stressed about, but it's your life, it's not mine, I don't know. You're like teetering at the edge of the stress meter, and you know that it's like there's a chance that you come out of this with redemption and you develop a positive trait, and it's like, okay, well, I never want to be that person. There's a good chance that you just develop annoying. Why isn't that a trait in Darkest Dungeon? You get to the edge of the stress meter, and it's not like, you know, it's not like arachnophobia or whatever. It's just like, this guy fucking kind of sucks. And it gradually degrades all of your little dudes around you. You develop to just a bit shit. I was about to ask if these, like, places are based on real areas, but then I thought about it for more than 4 seconds. The place that I live, it's very new, and so it doesn't really have, like, a lot of culture by itself, relative to, like, a lot of English towns. But it's also designed like an American city. Like, everything is set up in a grid. And so you never end up with a space like this, where it's like, oh, big grassy area with some benches and nice walkways, because everything is designed for like a car. So it's like, you have big grassy areas, there's no benches, there's nothing to do there. A park? No, because we have parks, but the council has realized, well, I don't know if they've realized, or maybe this is just a proxy of how people use it, but nobody's using it. And so they just go, well, we're not gonna put a bench in this bitch. Why would we? No one's gonna sit on it. And so every single place that is around me is immensely boring. Hold on a minute. Man discovers his negative personality trait live on stream. If all of the places are around me are a bit boring, surely the problem is me. Because, you know, it's like saying that there's nothing to do. There's always something to do. Either I'm not looking for it, or no, I'm just not looking for it. Man has existential crisis live on stream. Anyone here trying to do a coffee enema? I'm trying to get my head out of you're wasting your time dimension. I don't think I could ever be convinced of, like, doing a butcher. Coffee or not. It's weird that your body is able to like ingest things through your butthole. Because surely if you're able to ingest... Okay, I'm not allowed to eat shit. And let me clarify. I'm not saying that I'm not allowed to eat shit, and also that's my God-given right. How dare you, Keir Starmer. I'm more saying, you know, my body won't let me eat shit. But if my body won't let me eat shit, why is it so hyperactive when I decide to, like, feed it, and I'm not saying that I've done this, when I decide to feed it like a beer through my butthole? I think the answer is literally, you have a lot of capillaries. It's because, like, oh, okay, you got a lot of capillaries in your butthole. Like, surely that should still make it so that I'm still eating my shit in theory. No thoughts were parried today. Well, this is the thing. When you're streaming, the idea is that you don't parry any thought. The idea is just, like, say the first thing that comes into your mind and pray that it's anything. Thankfully, I don't tend to, like, have a lot of thoughts other than I wonder what Tony Hawk is doing right now, which is great for, like, a day-to-day basis. When I was working at Pets at Home and it was like, you're going to clean the fish tanks for 4 hours today and talk to no one, I was living the dream. I just let the static in my mind take over. And there's no but there. I love that. I love that job. The moment that the cleaning the pets job became not cleaning like pet enclosures, I was miserable. I was having a horrible time. Zen shit? It's not Zen shit. Tony Hawk and butt chugging, man with real thoughts. ChatGPT, give me my next conversation point. Oh fuck, did I just say that out loud? Shit. I can't believe I'm on game 1 and I'm already like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have done this. This, as it's gone on, has become more and more miserable. I need something to manifest good thoughts. Chat, what have you been playing? I just need someone to feed me a big cheesecake. I need someone to feed me, like, thoughts of a better game. It's kind of like how, you know how you, and I mean you personally, I know that you've done this, but I've done it a million times. You know how you kind of just, like, load up cooking videos while you're eating your, like, instant ramen, and it kind of makes it taste a little bit better? I kind of need that, but for video games. I'm learning a biological speedrun. I said I need things that taste good. I'm not loading up my instant ramen and then going, show me the redneck that eats dog food. Something good, please. The next message is going to be like, oh, League of Legends. No! One played, I'm going through small indie streamers. One played Bramble the Mountain King. Bramble the Mountain King. Is that the one that kind of looks a little bit like hyper-realistic? And you're like a little guy and you're being chased by like a big zombie woman in just like a pond. But because you're a little guy, you're just kind of like wading through lily pads and shit. Camera out of focus. Huzzah. It actually worked. I've gone back to Hades 2 after like a year. I don't think I get Hades. I didn't really like Transistor either, to be completely honest. That's where I kind of gave up when it comes to Supergiant games. And I know that you're saying you gave up on the second one, but yes, I did give up on the second game. I didn't find like anything. I'm looking at Hades and I'm just going, this is just Transistor. And the part that I didn't like about Transistor the most was the combat. And I'm not even necessarily saying I hope that I'm wrong, because that would mean that there's like another game that it's like, oh, you need to play this. But I just don't see it. Replaying Neo 2 for some reason. That's like me every single time I go to replay Dark Souls. I've tried to replay Dark Souls 2 so many times now. And every single time I just think to myself, like, your time on this planet is incredibly limited. Why are you wasting it playing a game that you know is already okay? Do anything else. And then I immediately stick on like 4 hours of League of Legends. And so really, what was worse? Dark Souls 2 worsened my depression, and I can't even lie. That's how I felt playing against Ed yesterday. So I was like a little bit sick yesterday. I had like just insane brain fog. And he beat my ass like 19-0. And he was like, what the fuck are you doing, brother? Like, you're using like 4 moves. And it's like, oh, but Ed, I already only ever use 4 moves. And it was like, well, you're playing like shit. Stop playing like shit. And I was like, oh, come on, man. Sekiro is my go-to game when I want to play something and I don't know what I want to play. Do you like cock and ball torture by chance as well? Do you like cock and ball torture and do you like Osu? Every time I go back to Sekiro, I think that it's really good, but also I'm like, this game's just not for me. I don't know what it is. I think it is just the parry system, but like, it just doesn't strike any of the good neurons in my brain. I've still never played Sekiro or Elden Ring, but I've got a lot of love for Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. I think Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 are the GOAT. Elden Ring, kind of poopy ass. Sekiro is one of my GOATs, and I never get bored. I agree with you in the idea that it's one of the GOATs. You know what? I just agree with you. I don't know why I was going to be like, I need to turn this into an argument. Arguing with chat is how you foster content and fill the void. I literally just got into the manual. You can't throw me out of it instantly. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just do something. This is like when you like haven't made any progress on like a paper. I don't know why I'm talking as though I went to college, but let's just run with it anyway. This is like when you haven't made any progress on a paper, and so you just start writing stream of consciousness. Just go and do an objective. The fact that there's no oh, I really don't like this game. The more that I play it, the more I'm coming to the conclusion that Tony Hawk was a fucking fluke. And maybe we aren't deserving of God's light. Oh my god. Just go forward faster. I also find this, like, I don't know what it is, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater has, like, really distinct areas. Like, I know exactly where I am in the level at all times. Something about this, I have no idea where the fuck I am. I feel like I'm running around the same area for 2 minutes. And nothing changes. This game sucks. Does it suck or do I suck? Maybe I should become wise. Is there a Discord, by the way? Hell no. I feel like Discord, I think I've said this before. Discord just kind of, almost nothing good ever comes from it. You either have a Discord that, like, burns out within the case of a month, or it just kind of becomes, like, a breeding ground for kind of bad behavior. And I don't mean like, oh, someone's sending you a link to ISOs for emulators. I'm gonna fuck Matt Hoffman's head off. I mean more in the sense of like, someone's harassing somebody else in the server because they had an opinion on a video game that they didn't like. Uh-oh. But then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it would be fine. There was a fan server a while ago that was run by people that just wanted to hang out, but there's just too much risk with, like, things on the internet. And okay, I don't know why I'm saying slowly, because I'm very, very quick becoming, like, anti-internet radicalized. And I understand the hypocrisy in that I make money on the internet. But every single time I go online, I'm getting fed an advertisement for a thing that I don't want. For some reason, YouTube is very insistent that I love the gym, and also I love, like Pantene skincare. And it's like, you're 400 miles off. That's not necessarily a problem. But then, when the advertisements are that, or, like, build an AI website for a business that is fraudulent, that'll get on my nerves. But then it's also, like, content that just generally makes me feel like the creativity of man has destroyed itself. I can't be on the internet for more than, like, 20 minutes before I'm like, this is the worst place in the world. The constant esports World Cup ads on Twitch are annoying. I'm not getting that. I will occasionally get ads for Hanguk Tires, which I think is a Korean car tire company, and it's like, brother, who the fuck is so insistent on buying tires that you have a market for this? It don't make no sense. I keep getting Navy and RAF ads. Yeah, I get that quite on Twitch specifically. Oh, but chatter, you do want to join the army. Look, you get to shoot gun. It's just like Fortnite, or maybe if you're 30, Call of Duty. Are you not interested? Go on. The children are waiting to be killed. You're too old for both. I mean, I was about to be like, no, you could probably do, like, you know, like maintenance work or like admin within the army, and then I realized, why are you, like, shilling for the army? You don't like those motherfuckers. Like, yeah, you probably could get your life together through the army, but I don't know. Do you really want to get your life together? Because it was like, yeah, I just, like, shot a small child in the Middle East and I became a man. They never advertised that. Why are they, you know, with the whole, like, wave of manosphere content creators, surely there's, like, an army general who's now working in marketing who's, like, chomping at the bit to be like, we need to show them that you can shoot a defenseless child. It'll be epic. It's what everyone wants. And I'm just saying, based on the way that England is going right now, there are not an insubstantial amount of people that are going, that sounds fucking great. Sorry, let me put it in the tone that they would have. That sounds fucking mental, lad. Woo. Go on, get me data spoons. Get me a spoons. Give me a gun. It's just like COD. Woo. Dude, I was playing Halo 3 yesterday. And if you thought, like, oh, okay, racism is going to die out as like a generational trend. I got bad news. I was playing Halo 3. In the space of about 10 minutes, I think I, like, overheard the 3 most racist people in England of all time. I can't say a single thing that they said. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying my tongue personally can't do it. And I'm bold. Like, oh, I see the racist crash out in Street Fighter 6 every single day. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm not... this isn't a video game community to racism tier list, but when it comes to like fighting game racist crash out, it's like they'll call you a slur. Halo 3, these people they weren't saying words that you're not allowed to say. They just put them together in a combination that was the most malicious intent I've ever heard. They were spitting like Hogwarts spells of malice. It was fucked. I'm just saying, if any of your homies are playing Halo 3, ask them what they were doing yesterday at 7 p.m. because if they were playing Big Team Battle on Zanzibar, I got bad news for you. They might... There's a 3 in 16 chance that they were an awful person. Average British man trying to describe racism. Imagine Harry Potter. I mean, Harry Potter's got some, Harry Potter's got some elements that will make you go, whoa, I don't know about that. This game looks insane to control. I can't believe it predated getting over it by 50 years. I've only ever played this game on a demo disc once. I heard the Static X song, laughed, and never launched the demo again. I mean, okay, if you actually ended up playing through the demo, oh my... You'd probably come to the conclusion, like I did a couple of years ago, that this game was kind of based. There's a reason that I'm starting with this game, and it's not because it's the oldest of all the games. I'm starting with it because I remember playing it 2 years ago and going, this game's kind of fine. It's even pretty fun. It's just like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. It's like I'm putting fucking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 Nintendo styluses down my penis. It's the worst. I just need to hold on. I just need to hold on to whatever points I've got. Keep going. Don't worry. This isn't 3+4. You're not going for high scores in the million. Why didn't it give me the trick? We do just need to lock in. We literally just need to lock in. And the moment that I've finished locking in, we'll go and we'll be fine. We'll be 100%. Come on. Why did it drop my combo? Oh my good. I'm gonna crash it. I'm crashing out on game 1. Game 1. It's literally game 1. D1 crash out pause champ. I still don't know what happened to D1, really. Like, they were there for a long time, and then all of a sudden they weren't. And I understand that this was during, like, the Sky Williams thing, and so I can imagine I probably don't want to know. But he's one of those characters that just seems to have disappeared from the purview of my existence. And not in the same way that, like, Bobby Scar did. Bobby Scar is a character who, like, you know... I need to see if I have, like, a different bike or something, because this is driving me nuts. Bobby Scar, like, disappeared, but it wasn't like, ooh, what happened? It was like, Bobby Scar's probably just, like, smoking weed and having his kids, you know? D1, it's like, I have no idea. Anything could have happened. What do you mean it's worse? I'm having a great time. Are you talking about the putting Nintendo styluses down your penis? Go ahead, champ. If you can handle it, then shove away. Oh god, don't let me take away your fun. For some reason, like, getting off of a rail has, like, delay between your next input. Alright, let's go somewhere where I can actually converse. Favorite Futurama episode? It's gotta be the episode where Fry discovers, like, his past, right? Like, what happened to his family. The episode go crazy. Oh, what's the name and the season and the episode? I engage with media in a different way to you, chatter. There's too many good Futurama episodes. I'll give you a true on that. I certainly wouldn't give you a false. The best episode of War is H-Word? Is that like a... What is that? I can give you Kitchen Nightmares. I can't give you whatever that is. And I am ashamed... Don't worry. I'm ashamed that I can give you an answer to Kitchen Nightmares and give it to you sincerely. It's the one with the the guy who is, like, won't fuck with me because he takes the tip from his waitresses. Now that's a good-ass episode. You get to see Gordon so mad. I wish there was a boneless or something that was like, here's the thing that you do if you want extra height. What do you mean it doesn't take you the whole way around? Tell me that I've just unlocked another level, please. I need to move on from this. The Slurm Factory episode does go crazy. Oh, I wouldn't doubt that at all. Just, you know what? You know what? Just go backwards. Go to a level that I haven't unlocked everything in. Secret cover, don't know where it is. I'm gonna find it. YouTube video tutorial. I had to do that a ton for the new Tony, for 3+4. I did an impression, like, okay, so the idea was, I'm gonna buy Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4, because I know that I can make, side channel content that will, eventually, like, pay itself back. And then I realized, oh, I have a lot of strong thoughts on this. It's going on the main channel. Why am I so slow? Dude, this game's terrible. This game's so bad. It's so frustrating to do just about anything. It is boring. The soundtrack is frustrating. Oh my god. Oh. I remember this game being good. Thanks for fucking ruining that for me. How do you think I feel? I'm the one who went, this game's so good, I'm going to put it as the first game at the beginning so that we get to move on from it quickly and then go into the dog shit. I was trying to make a positivity sandwich and you're out here going, why is there shit in the sandwich? Fuck you, Apache! Oh my god. Anyway, Apache, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. More like Mad Hoffman. I'm fucking livid Hoffman. Oh my god. I'm just begging. I'm begging that by the time we get to Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2, it controls like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. I'm just begging. Is this for a video? I don't know anymore. In my head I was like, absolutely. But now I'm like, if I'm angry this early, where's the progression? Unless the progression becomes like inverted, where it's like, I start off happy, I hit rock bottom, and then gradually over time, I realize joy and whimsy again. Let me put this in a way that might make this a little bit more clear how little I'm enjoying my time. If this was the only game I'd ever played, I would be like really passionate about like books and trains right now. I would have different hyperfixation. I wouldn't have played video games because it's frustrating. It's annoying. Shit like that happens where it's like, oh, I'm all good. I'm fucking fine. Why does the manual, if you're coming down from a ramp, end so fast? You need to chill out. You need to chill out. It is 6 p.m. on a Thursday. It's 6 p.m. on a Thursday. Someone right now is going through a divorce. Someone is finding out that their family member has just passed. I'm finding out that Matt Hoffman is a bit shit. We can enjoy ourselves. We can find joy in this. Shine on, it's Thursday. Never forget who you are. So true, magical girl. Why didn't it give me the fucking grab? This shouldn't be game one. This shouldn't be game one. I shouldn't be getting this mad at game one. I can't be getting this mad at game one. Do you need to finish the game? I mean, you already seem to have a lot of thoughts on this game. I feel like I will spiritually have lied to myself if I don't finish it. It is true that I think I have already seen everything that this game has to offer. But that's not all the work that went into it, you know? Literally, the balance bar just showed up on the screen and it was like, you're dead. Why does it not give you the grab? Why is there a pause between jumping and the input for the trick that you want? This isn't Street Fighter. I don't want to link my combo in a Tony Hawk-like. I've been playing Matt Hoffman's BMX for 70 hours straight. I got milk all around my lips. Don't give a fuck. Okay, this is good. This is a good start. This is such a good start that I will probably just finish it. I can only hope that, like, tap left is my special... No? Okay. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to find my special moves. I can't find them. I found it. It is down, up, B. It's just like the 900 input. Holy, it really is Tony Hawk. It's like if Tony Hawk fucking just loved BDSM. The B in BMX stands for BDSM. He does. So you can't... Okay, I'm just going to take it as you can't manual off of ramps. Like, it just doesn't work like that. Oh god, wait. The required score is so much higher than I thought it would be. Thank fucking god. Pro score. Get me the fuck out of here. Give me the next level. Give me the next level. Is this like a rage game? Well, if it is a rage game, it's going to make me have a nosebleed, and I can feel one coming. Matt Hoffman's CBT. You're on it, chatter. You're on fire today. Okay, this looks... Can I be honest? As a level, this looks almost reasonable. This looks familiar. I get Tony Hawk vibes. I can look at the space, and I can go... This looks like I'm going to have a lot of air here. I'm gonna have great opportunities and a whole lot of fun. Yippee! That's pretty good. That's a good start. See? It's gaming! It's gaming, everyone! We've finally found it. The liberals took it away, but we found it again, because I became the liberal. There's gonna be one day that somebody comes into chat and they don't realize that, like, they, like, genuinely think that I'm, like, a English version of a republic. And I can't tell if I should stop the bit because it might put me at social harm, or keep it going because that's a really funny idea. At least they got bombs over Baghdad in here. You know what? We're finding whimsy. We're finding whimsy. It's taking a while, but we're doing it. This is when somebody, like, comes into the chat and it was like, I was a dev on this game. How are you liking it? This is like my legacy. Also, I'm dying next week, so I need you to reaffirm that my legacy is cemented in greatness forever. I'm waiting for the Twitter thread about how Leon is actually a Tory. I'm pro guillotine pie. This level is so much better than the last one that I need to, like, reserve my hatred for whatever comes left. Or I can just, like, put it all in the last level. Don't feel like that was a landing that warranted that response, but that's fine. I still love you, game. I still love you. I still love you. I feel like a parent who has to, like, withhold themselves after they've just found out their, like, 17-year-old son has just, like, shit on the carpet. It's like they realize that it's like, oh, maybe it was me somewhere down the line. Maybe this is my fault somehow. I don't know. You know what? I'll even go as far as to say this level has a very decent concept of flow, because you see how it's like, okay, we're going to give you a barrel, and then we're going to give you a letter. We're going to give you a barrel, we're going to give you a letter. So it's like, okay, clearly, someone who worked on this level had an idea of, well, I want it to go from here to here to here to here to here. They were just stuck with whatever, like, B-sides the rest of the team was working on. Or maybe this was their pure vision. You know what? Maybe fuck me. Maybe fuck me. Maybe I'm the bad person here. That's good. This is a good start. As long as I don't bottle it on the grind here. And then the manual that gets me over. Sheesh! He's cracked. He's done it. Oh my days. Whew. Look at how many damn magazines I got. 6? What do you mean 6 more? What do you mean I need 6 more magazines to unlock the next level? What's the next level? Wait, okay, 28 covers. 28 covers. I'm currently on 22. That's 6. That's fine. Because I can go back and I can do this. I guess I'll go back and do that because I'm not doing whatever is in this level. I can go and get a secret tape in this level. I'm a genius. Chat, what do you think the game that has ruined your life the most is? I'm sure that I can already fill in like 50% of people's answers. Guessing, I'm going to do my little like psychic quiz on you, the chatter, right now. Assuming that you're between the age of 20 and 30. Because I think that's my demographic. I hope that's my demographic. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. The idea that I might just be a children's entertainer. Oh, God. Let's assume that my demographic is between the age of 20 and 30. I'm going to go out on a limb. It's either League of Legends, which is almost guaranteed, to be completely honest, or it's Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike Go specifically. Because I don't think that, like, you can truly ruin your life with a game that you played when you were like 16. Probably Warframe or Osu. Balatro. Balatro didn't ruin your life. Balatro taught you how to do basic maths. Be thankful for what Jimbo did for you. Bless up. I loved CSGO, but it didn't ruin anything. It's ruined so many bank accounts. It's definitely ruined something. Maybe not in your life, but it's ruined it in someone else's. If I didn't... Man trying to endorse the casino. If I didn't discover blackjack when I was 21, I would have lost so much money to CSGO cases. Thank God for the casino. Definitely League, and I never did. I feel like Osu also probably could have, like, ruined your life worse, though. Osu just, like, has you interact, and this isn't me slating you if you're currently playing Osu. You can be a good person and play Osu, but every single person that I met through Osu was either, and I mean this sincerely, they were either a pedophile or a UKIP voter. And I'm not telling the story of either. Matt, no, come on! Why would he do that? I'm literally trying to turn in the air. Just give me some time. Just give me some time. I need some time alone. I need some time to just do tricks on it. Remember that I am clean with it. My OnlyFans would go foolish based on my ability to do tricks on it in Tony Hawk-like games. I'm hitting the mad point in which my sentences just become like little Muppet people talking. And I don't mean like, you know, Muppets as in the English equivalent of a stupid person. I mean more Muppets, that frog that kills himself a lot, and the pig woman. I should call my mum and thank her for not getting this game. It's poisonous. It tastes like poison. Honestly, I think, and this is going to be a very strange thing to like compare it to, but I think this game is worse than being fed like multiple advertisements for AI dropshipping websites. Because at least after, like, 20 minutes, I would probably drown it out. I would still be a little bit mad, but I'd be like, I'm mad, but also, you know, I'm moving on with my day. This is both time-consuming and incredibly awful. One of the problems with this game, as well, is it has the Airblade camera problem, where it just hangs on things that it's not supposed to. Like, the camera drifts down at the wrong time. Hello? My League was into X and she got even worse after it. Yep. I've seen people like crash out, not like in real life over it. Well, I mean, yeah, literally in real. But it's like, I've had mates get incredibly like vitriolically angry at other friends for what they've done in a League of Legends game. And then it took them like, you know, at least 20 minutes to be like, I'm so sorry that I did that. I don't know what beast came over me, but Freak and Riot Games are here to poison you and me. You can't quote the chatter with, my ex was into League. That's, what do you mean? This is how a lot of people meet people nowadays. They go on the internet and they go, what's your, like, most annoying habit? And everyone says League of Legends, and they go, me too. And then they go on a date and discover that they don't really like each other in 2 years' time. But that's fine. It's called experimenting. And that's not... and for once, that isn't a trauma dump. Man who has trauma dumped so much that he's now playing Boy Who Cries Wolf with his chat. B+ bit? Oh, I'll take that more than anything I've had recently. 2 years' time, it's sad but true. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I'm not trying to, like, farm papagas in the chat, you know? Let's talk about something fun, like, What? Okay, if we've done the Asmongold and we've farmed negativity for a while, let's do the somebody else and farm positivity for a while. What's the game that had the most positive effect on your life? What a curious little pondering question. And if the answer is none of them, one, maybe, maybe that is just a Papago or whatever the fuck it is. Or Sag, etc., etc. But also, maybe it's just like, maybe you just haven't been outgoing enough with your hobby. You gotta remember that, you know, you can sit there and you can play Street Fighter 6 for 400 hours and get incredibly mad at a stranger on the internet, and then have like a vaguely racist crash out. That's a callback to earlier in the stream for any new chatters. Or you could like go and play Street Fighter 6 for 1 hour of the day, and then go to a tournament or enter an online tournament and meet people that you're like, these guys are alright. Definitely fart game. Fart game changed my life. You guys don't know it, but at the end of the year, I've got like a fart game video about how it changed my life, and I'm gonna cry in it. And you're gonna have to just deal with it. And if you say, why are you crying over fart game of all things, then you're just like trying to make my truth less valid. Niche game Minecraft is the game that had the most positive effect on you. I'll give you that. That's probably the case. No, it's right there! Don't turn the camera as if to taunt me. Dickhead. Oh my god. I'm just hoping that it isn't like, oh yeah, the game's over, but also here's like, you know, one extra level. Holy shit. The game feels kind of cool when you got like 400 miles per hour inside of your little guy. That's pretty cool. Kelly Slater will fix you. You have to get there. You don't. You literally don't. Wait, why am I saying that to you? I'm the one that's gonna play. Fuck you. And fuck me too. Don't hit me. You are a street sweeper going for... Whatever. Chilling. I'm being chilling. What Cena said... Remember what Cena said, everyone. Bing chilling. Are you being chilling today, chat? Don't hit me, a man currently moving into a moving vehicle. Okay, I'll give you that. That was a bit of a DSP moment from me, in which I blame the game for a choice that I made. But I'd like to defend myself by saying maybe a game... No, I'm still DSPing. I was going to try and make the argument that maybe the game shouldn't have a street sweeper in it to begin with, because that's bad game design, but then I realized, like, that's just doing a DSP bit. It's also a bit that I run on Ed every single time I lose, but, like, I kind of do it unironically. But at the same time, doesn't matter, because I'm right. Now it's a DSP bit. The DSP moments are becoming more common. Look, it's hard not to when the game sucks. Remember, someone's finding out their parents are dying today. Someone's finding out their parents are dying today. You are playing Matt Hoffman's BMX. There might only be 1 degree of separation in misery, but that's still 1 degree of separation. The problem seems to be that the special meter runs out super fast and isn't filling up until after you finish the combo. That was a problem in Pro Skater 2 as well, so I can't hold it too much. I would love if it would like show me what objectives I still need to do. That would be cool. But I guess I'm just gonna have to quit out and just run it back. Yippee! I love games made from the year 2000. Chat, when do you think you're gonna run out of time? I was thinking this earlier. And by earlier, I mean... No, it was earlier today. I was like, oh, I think I keep running out of time after every single day because I'm fucking lazy. Like, after so many years of just being like, damn, fucking too many things get in the way of my day, I realized the things that get in the way of my day are, A, I want to play a video game, delicious, yummy food, and, like, maybe the occasional inconvenience of, you gotta go feed your dog now. But it's like, only one of those is a responsibility. Everything else that gets in the way of my life is like, that one's self-inflicted, brother. I've just got to jerk off to so much porn. Why is there so much porn to jerk off to today? Oh, if only there was less cum in my balls, I would be a millionaire. The moment that I put the headphones back on, I don't know what to say. I'm a man speaking my own truth. If you can't handle that, then, you know, then educate yourself, I guess. Question mark? It's a you problem? Semen retention and all that. Okay. No. Come on, get the fuck off the fucking bike. There was the little... You all know the little goblin in your brain. There's the little goblin in your brain, and it's been in there for a very long time. When you're younger, the little goblin, it gets out of its cage really fucking easy. The bars on the cage, basically non-existent. And so you just throw tantrums. Like, immediately, if something goes wrong, everything shuts down, brain goblin's out. Rattling at the cage, shit's getting thrown around. As you get older and older and older, the brain goblin, the bars that they're in, they're just stronger. You're just able to, like, rationalize and intellectually mog this part of you. The moment that Matt Hoffman bailed, and it took more than a second to get up off the ground, the goblin was out of the cage for a little bit. Like, it managed to slip through the bars, and I had to push him back with facts and logic. The controller almost went across the room. And I don't have any promises that it won't. Just this one game has taken as long as most of the streams that, I do. This is a problem. Because much like Four Kings... Oh my god, it's Four Kings again. Much like Four Kings, I was like, I don't know, 3 hours? 4 hours, tops. I've played these games before. Call me Squib Game. I know how these games work. Squib Game, man. I like it. I like it, man. I got this. And I don't think that I'm right. I think I was wrong. You are the fucking... You are the fucking. You are the fucking. You mog. You mog. You mog and you fuck. Oh my fucking god, please go faster. My worst gamer rage moment was probably in the first year of middle school when Shovel Knight Spectre Knight... Shovel Knight Spectre Knight? Middle school? What the hell? Go back to... You're supposed to be at university right now. Go and study on your papers. Don't follow in my footsteps. Like I said, I'm destined to, like, shit myself on the internet for a living. You're destined to, like, do great things. Anyway, let me read the rest of your message. Came out and I was trying to do the challenge tower. My eyes were bloodshot from anger. Yeah. Middle school for me was, like, Pokemon Y. I'll give that to you, because you're, like, what, like, 24 now? I'll give you 24. Thank you for reacting the same way that I internally was reading that part of the message. Yerp. It's crazy to think how much, like, streaming is now, like, beyond me. Like, you know when, maybe you don't know this because you don't watch sports because you're watching Twitch. But, you know when you're, like, watching football on television? Oh, God. I'm fucking revealing this to a bunch of, like, fucking 19-year-olds. You know when you're watching sports on television and you suddenly, like, look at them and it's like 20, 21, 22, 19 and you realize, like, oh, I'm never going to be a professional athlete. Like, that moment, that possibility in life has passed me by. That's kind of how I feel now looking at, like, other people on the internet space. It's like, if I didn't get into this years ago, I would have been fucked. Like, everyone now who's, like, a big Twitch streamer, unless it's Ludwig and Northern Lion, is, like, 22. And I'm like, I'm not... That's already past me, brother. I'm sat here thinking, dude, we should make a book club. I'm not thinking, dude, we should, like, drop kick a monitor. I'm not built for that anymore. Leon, there's still time. You can still go viral. Please tell me there's time. Please tell me that there's time for me to be the next Rizzler. I need this. Dude, what do you fucking mean? And manifest positive thoughts. Manifest positive thoughts. You are very likely going to have made the most money anyone has ever made playing Matt Hoffman's BMX. That's pretty cool. It doesn't matter how mad you are, because you mog this game financially. You probably didn't make more money than the game, but you still mog it in some way. You know, chin up, chin up. I had a similar oh shit moment when I found out the kid in the Link in the Legend of Zelda movie is 16. There's a Legend of Zelda movie? Huh? Am I Unk? I don't know why I'm saying am I Unk, because I am literally Unk. Like, I'm literally an uncle, so, like... What do you fucking mean? I didn't even land weird! Oh, my days. Ooh, it's fine. It's fine. Fine. Most money anyone has ever made. Most money anyone has ever made playing Matt Hoffman. Fine. It's fine. And it might literally be pennies, but that's fine. I love intellectual property. I love how every piece of media is regurgitating stuff exactly that I've already seen and played. It's really cool. Let's fucking go! The buzzer beater! Oh my god, thank Christ. Now I just get to do the high score. Can I be honest, chat? And this is like not actual vulnerability, but like maybe as a sign of intellectual vulnerability. I'm being vulnerable with you right now. Because I'm your best friend. Also, I need $5, please. I think I don't need to get back on Twitter. But I need some way to keep up with, like, recent news. Because I'm starting to feel not only unk status. What the fuck happened there? I'm not only starting to feel like unk status, but I'm also starting to feel like, oh, I don't even know what's going on like, recent events. And YouTube is very insistent on pushing me, like, Ludwig's channel and, like, Dolan Dark's channel, of all people. Yeah, the Twitter meme guy, where they do, like, news summary of influencers, but it's like, I don't think I'm old enough for that. I do think I'm old enough to be like, the recent news, the geopolitical state of the world, it's bad, who could have known? But I think I need to, like, I need to get on just a little bit of point, you know? And a service that I could use for that is Ground News. Ground News sponsoring this Matt Hoffman run. That's still not enough to... Okay, that's fine, because I mog this section. Look how much I mog this section. It's fine. On Ground News, you can find out how much I mog this section of the level. I almost dropped the controller, I was so happy. Holy shit, the level's actually done. Nothing a YouTuber advertises to you is actually good. I don't know anything about Ground News, but also I kind of don't have the, I don't know. I'm not trying to... This sounds like I'm anti-keeping up with the real world. I'm not trying to keep up with the news like that, you know? Friendly Geordies did an entire call-out video on Ground News. Oh, sheesh. Nothing is sacred, everything is poison. World is full of poison, and I'm the one putting it in your cup. Has anyone actually bought anything off of, like, a sponsorship? Because I still have this theory that, like, most sponsors are probably poison, but if you target it specifically enough, you can probably get someone to buy your garbage. Like, I'm probably going to do a sponsor. I'll level with you. I'll give you a little bit behind the scenes. I'll probably end up doing a sponsor at some point this first time. I said that I was going to do it last year, and now things have changed where it's like, yeah, you should do a sponsor. So I'm probably going to do a sponsorship this year. But I've been open to the idea that if like Vicstrix, for example, the fighting game Fight Stick company wanted to sponsor me, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that 100%. But when it's like the Yard is doing Helix Sleep, I would never disrespect the boys like that. But I would disrespect Helix Sleep as a company. I'd be like, you dumb motherfuckers. The boys are... The people that are listening to the Yard are not there to be like, I need my mattress leveled up. They're there thinking, she do tricks on that thing, call that bitch Tony Hawk, you know? Like, what if Ground News gave you an offer? Okay, so I don't know a lot about Ground News. So keep in mind that this is a completely uneducated perspective. But the answer is probably, yeah, I probably would. But, let me be clear, I would probably end up doing some research on the company, and if it turned out that it was like, oh, we're doing, like, we're presenting a bias that we aren't disclosing, in our service, then, no, I probably wouldn't. But, you know, right now, not knowing the poison, yeah, I'd probably take it. Why not? Like, for example, Raid Shadow Legends, I would never take the poison, because I know the poison. But I don't know, Asus, for example, if they wanted to be like fucking do this laptop for, sponsor this laptop for like $2,000, I'd be like, bitch, I love Asus. War Thunder? I worked with someone who worked on War Thunder, so yes. But only in the hope that I can try and contact the person who I worked with. No, wait, no, it wasn't War Thunder. They worked on World of Tanks, which I think is the same company, I want to say. There was a guy, I don't know what department he worked in for World of Tanks. But when I was working at McDonald's, there was a guy who worked with us who did exclusively night shifts, who was with us for about, I want to say a month, and he worked on World of Tanks, and he was specifically at McDonald's with the intent to do very long but light labor so that he could develop the muscle mass in order to go to the gym again. Because he's someone who needs, like, objectives in order to guide him. And during that period... Ooh, fucking hell. And during that period, like, he had lost enough muscle mass that he couldn't reasonably go to the gym and do, like, weight training. But he could stand for a very long period all day. It sounds like a lie. He might have been lying to me. I would never doubt that. But this is what he told me. This was a real person. And I think, I'm not going to say that he, like, mogs, but I think it makes sense. That isn't a lie. That's me. I know it's not Anders, because Anders, I don't believe that you are an upwards of 50-year-old British man. If I'm being completely honest, I envision the majority of chat as 25 to 30-year-old trans women. That's who I make the, like, assessment of my audience as. That's who I'm like, that's you. Because you've played enough fighting games and you've come from Guilty Gear or Melee. You have to have been a 25 to 30-year-old trans woman to get here. I'm not a guy, but that describes me. I knew I had the read. I knew it. Yeah, I know my audience. What about it? I came from the bottom tier video? Dude, that video was like 4 years ago. You're talking to a different human being than the person who made that video. The person who made that video... What was the person who made that video like? He was just kind of a bit of a nerd. He was a nerd, but he wasn't particularly confident. He stopped going to tournaments. Didn't like his job. Although that's probably the majority of people, let's be honest. That could have described lots and lots and lots and lots of people. I only play 3D and used you to understand 2D. I need to relearn 3D. I think the first Leon Massey video that I watched was the tension gauge video. Fuck, I need to go back to fighting game videos. Everyone in the chat is such an old head in terms of Leon videos. Damn. It's okay. One day I'll develop an audience of people that exclusively want Airblade 2. And I might be the person who curates that, but also you need to be the people who go, I came here from the Airblade video. I was there from the timer video? Fucking hell, I forget that video exists. I think my first Leon video was the one where everyone's arguing because of the Rushdown video. Fuck. I'm sorry. Bad first impression. But, you know, whatever. I'm almost finished with this game. I just need to... You can just put times on the board. You don't need to hurt yourself like this. What's the least favorite video that you've made? The art racing video, probably. The first video that I watched was the Shizm vlog. That's an OG right there. Sheesh. Oh my good god. Why in the world does it not give you the grab sometimes? Just put something on the board. It doesn't make any sense. The game just every once in a while just doesn't want to give you an input off of a jump. It's very peculiar. A game made for goblins, perhaps. My mind goblins, specifically. To taunt me. I'm just going to land it. I'm going to land it and just let it rock and just see what score that gives me. Because I only need a bronze to finish the game, if I remember correctly. Mind goblins? The mind goblins. The mind goblins, like, he's banging. That's good. That's good. We can finish the game with this score. Give me the next team. Leon, can I gift you a copy of Sonic Mania? I already have a copy of Sonic, but I appreciate the offer. Such Kino, for me, the lowly streamer, Okay, I say such Kino, I haven't actually played it. So if you want thoughts on fucking hell, if you want my thoughts on Sonic Mania, my thoughts are haven't played it. Mind Goblin D's nuts. No, I do. You're a chatter. I know that there is an era of streamers doing unscrupulous things with their chatters, but not me. You're looking for quite a lot of them. Please land. Okay, that's fine. Leon, can I give you a copy of Deltarune? I already have Deltarune. I haven't played it. There's so many games that probably align in our little mind palace. But you have played them and I have not. I'm gonna go fucking insane. Why does it not give you the input after the jump? I wish I had like a controller on screen so that you could see the amount of times I have hit a button immediately following a jump, and it just doesn't do anything. It is insufferable. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. I don't think I get third off of this. And again, I press something for bar spin, and I get no input. What do you mean? I'm crossing my fingers for third so that I can move on from this dog shit video game. Please give me third. Please give me third. Second, let's go! Please tell me that's the end of the game. I think I've seen everything the game has to offer. If it either shows me credits or a cutscene, this is it. This is it. We're done. We're done. I skipped the split, but that's fine. That'll do. That'll do. We've finished it. We finished this one. This one, put it into the bin. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, I'm rating it unbearable out of 10. Oh my, terrible. I need a palate cleanser. This is a good time for Sonic Mania. No. There we go. Oh. We have 1 2-minute session here as just like as a get off me, you know? Thank you, Mario. Get me into the foundry. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, it feels so good immediately. Oh, thank goodness. This is genuinely like this is a cool breeze on a summer's day. I don't need it to do anything complicated. I don't need a big score. I'm happy to deal with like 10x multipliers. But god, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so nice. Oh. Oh. Delightful. Delightful. Oh. Going back is going to hurt even more now. Well, thankfully, Kelly Slater's is actually really different. And so, yes, it's going to hurt to go to it. But I think I can disconnect enough from what the game is trying to be. The real one that I'm, like, actually concerned for is Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2. Because if it's anything like Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 1, I can't stand it. Oh, what if it's like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4? Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. All right. That was a nice palate cleanser. Get me into the next game. Get me into that. I'm ready. Bring me Kelly. I think I have it on. What do I have it on? Dawn Palmer's is on my PlayStation. Kelly Slater's is on PlayStation as well. I grew up with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and Thug 2. What makes 4 so bad? 4 is not that bad. I just strongly dislike it. It has like it just chunks up its missions in a way that I kind of can't stand. And that's really all it is. It's not that bad. I don't really remember how to play this, to be completely honest. Even though I only played it a week ago, it's going to look very similar to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and it doesn't play very similar. Go on, Kelly Slater. Show me your delicious body. How delightful. It's weird to think how, like, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater must be perceived, without the perspective of like, the modern day. Because I always feel like Tony Hawk is really good, but it's also, like, extremely product of its time. And so I can never, like, really, like, recommend it. Because it's just it's too much of a thing that you played rather than a thing that people are still playing. No? Oh, fuck. This is real, by the way. This is Activision's attempt at being like, we're gonna do surfing now. Also, why does the combo sometimes drop and sometimes stay maintained? No idea. What do you mean landed sideways? I landed straight down. And yet the game is very insistent that I didn't. This game kind of has nothing going on, so I guess it's just like a banter game. Chat, has anyone seen any good movies lately? I'm trying to become, and I don't mean this to be like, you know, I hate video games, I hate video games, but like, I think I'm becoming not video game filled. Because every time I'm like, what could I do that's like new and interesting? I look at my Steam library and I'm just like, well, it certainly ain't gonna be this, is it? Which is ridiculous, because I'm looking at my Steam library and it's like, that's a classic that you've never played, that's a classic that you've never played. And yet here I am doing everything I can, being like, none of these new games are in. Let's replay Tony Hawk 3 and 4. It's so silent. I think I deliberately turn off the audio in order to get some footage. But it's also just a quiet game, because there's no like skateboard noises. Get me to the old beach. The beach that makes you old. I watched 12 Angry Men a few days ago. 12 Angry Men goes crazy. It goes foolish. Which Angry Man are you? I watched 12 Angry Men, and then, well, not immediately after, but a while after, I watched Ikiru, which is, it kind of becomes 12 Angry Men, but it's about, like, grieving and bureaucracy in Japan. And if you're like, going, perhaps weeaboo? Yeah, you're right. It's true. What about it? But I watched, like, Ikiru straight after 12 Angry Men. And it's incredible how bad acting is in, like, the 1950s. 12 Angry Men is genuinely, like, an achievement not only of, like, cinematography, but also just not being a stage actor who is on camera. You know? Because there's so many old films that are... I understand the emotion that they're going for, but the emotion that they're going for is though the person who's looking at them is 40 miles away. Well, not 40 miles away, but like 4 chairs back. It makes you think, maybe Chris Pratt is an incredible actor, actually. I have no idea why the game sometimes lets you maintain a combo and sometimes doesn't. It makes no sense to me. I think I have to, like, kick turn on the way down or something. This game sucks. Just gonna throw it out there. This game is really awful. It's really boring, which is the most annoying part about it. I think our idea of good and bad acting is super cultural. Maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess I could give you that, because, like, there's gonna be some people that are like, oh, if it's not subtle, then it's not good acting. And there's gonna be some people who are like, I didn't feel anything. And it's like, well, yeah, fair enough. Maybe it could have been more overt. The level design being just a big wave doesn't do it any favors. That's a true. I'll give you a true for that. Sheesh. How many levels are there in this game? Can someone Google it for me? Because I'm already on, like, level 2 and I'm annoyed. I got up too early. You should play the Jaws game. Was it Jaws Unleashed? I don't think I have an affinity for the sea to justify playing the Jaws game. I actively don't want to play it, if anything. Anything that can get me further away from the sea, I would love that. I went from at least it's different to I'm annoyed on level 1. Yeah, I did. I need some music or something, like sound settings. Just give me something. You can dark slide on a surfboard, according to Kelly Slater. Yes, you certainly can. What do you mean? You should do an audible and play the goofy skateboarding game. I did for the Tony Hawk video. 16 beaches? Nope, don't care. I'm not doing 16 beaches. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. This is no. Not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. This is fucking trash. I'm not doing it. I've put it to bed. I'm not doing that. It's so boring. On to the next one. Get me into the PS2 dimension. Even though that was the PS2. Oh my god. I'm already glad that I'm not playing it. It's insane that this game made literally the same level 16 times and says, but there's a new beach just off screen. Derp. Why does Sean look like that? Why is he smiling at me like that? Hold a minute. No. Go backwards. Sean, this is giving me the ick. What the hell? Picture was taken after a strike. Is this true? Is this a real thing? This is the face that Cody Schwab pulls in every top 8. That's true. Did Sean Palmer have a stroke, and did I just make fun of a disabled? I'm asking sincerely. I said a disabled man. I didn't just say a disabled. See, this at least, like, feels like a Tony Hawk game. In some kind of way. I missed the waves. Too much snow. I got good news for you, chatter. The little red X at the top of the screen is there. Sean Palmer has not had a stroke. Thank God. Oh, how many points to unlock Simon? You're thinking of I think you genuinely are thinking of the game from the game from EA Big that was like a snow shredding for some reason. It was like you were on like a big snow sled, and they made a second racing game. It was really weird and very bad. It was boring and uninteresting, and I didn't like it, and I want my time back. Sled Storm, that's the one. Yeah. Did snowboarding ever have, like, a punk aesthetic to it? Because I'm listening to this, and I'm like, I feel like this doesn't fit. Because in my head, snowboarding is a rich kid's activity. Because you have to have the money to, one, get to the top of a mountain, and then two, buy a big, like, snowboard, which are more expensive than... And so in my head, I'm like, surely there's more of a, like, jock tendency towards it. What is a snowboard if not a wheelless skateboard? I have bad news. It's actually very, very different. Fuck. They're clearly just trying to map the Tony Hawk aesthetic onto something else. Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't misidentify that at any point. It's weird that they give you 3 minutes, though, considering how true to Tony Hawk it is otherwise. Like, it's even like, yeah, let's do board presses. And it's like, why are we doing board presses? Oh, it's working in Tony Hawk, so why not? And it's like, okay, well, I guess. I suppose I do respect that they wanted to have a consistent style for Person's Pro Something series. I guess. It's hard to, like, give it praise if it's, like, too derivative, but at the same time, they are all, like, a little bit different in ways that aren't necessarily good. Oh, also, by the way, people that made Kelly Slater's Pro Surfer, Treyarch, the guys that made Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now, obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's all the same staff, but it is a little bit like, huh? You... The goats made this? Huh? This is taking much longer than I was ready for. And so I think I am just going to have to, like, just play until I can be bothered. Because it's a work day. Like, people gotta go sleep. People didn't make modern... I thought I said World at War. I was thinking World at War when I said it. And really, what is that important but the thought that counts? Oh. It's crazy how much, like, this game gets mogged by SSX. Like, could you imagine releasing a snowboarding game after SSX? You'd be miserable. Your game not only doesn't stand up, but is also being compared to something that it just cannot compete at all. SSX's more futuristic aesthetic does make more sense for a rich person sport. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking there's another game after this. I don't think I could do it. It is truly just a bit too boring. Do you reckon that this game, and to give you some context, I'm having a horrible time. Do you reckon that this game is kind of like what it feels like to have like an internet talks? Because like, yeah, I'm going from point A to point B, I'm pushing the buttons, but nothing is firing anything in my neurons. Like, I feel understimulated, even though it's like you can't perform the task. And it's like, yeah, I guess. This game just plays itself, honestly. Have you played it? Because, I'm just like, this is doing nothing for me. I was hoping that it would be so bad that it's good. But it's just so bad that it's bad. That was pretty cool. The fact that the most this game is able to inspire in me is, that was pretty cool, is a sign of the end. The neurons have stopped firing. Heat death of the universe is any second now. Check your watch, chatter. It's just like Outer Wilds. The sun blows up in, I don't know, give it 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, you can get a new score. You can get new points. New points. Epic. Oh, that's so cool. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this is epic. Yes. Go next. Let me get to like one more level. Because this is truly abysmal. I don't even know if it's truly abysmal. This is just so incredibly 5 out of 10 that it's like, this is nothing. This isn't doing anything in my brain. Give me something to stimulate. Please. I beg of you. Like, why did it... On to the next game. Close this game. Exit without saving. Incredibly boring. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Can't believe I gave Matt Hoffman 1 so much of a chance. I had to go to a meeting. What happened to Matthew Hoffman? Game of the Year 2025. Finished it. Hated it. On to the next one. Stop showing me the damn video. Why do all the not Tony Hawk games do this? Where they're using, like, FMVs before the level. I don't care. Let me push the button. Oh, this is one hell of an improvement. It feels like an improvement at the very least. I have no idea how I'm supposed to read that UI element though. It is very slow to it's very slow to do a trick. That was a maybe my praise is disappearing. Holy fuck, that's very Pro Skater 5 of the wall plant. Oh no. Oh no. Why is it so bad? This is not the one. I was really hoping it would be like, this actually goes fucking nuts. I hate this already. Yes, I haven't given it a chance, I'll give you that. The Tony Hawk Killer, developed by the guys who made Tony Hawk. This feels like sludge. Oh, that was really cool. I don't think I can do it. I don't think this is a bit of me. I think this is a bit of immense pain. Let's find out what the score challenge is, though. No, we're done. We're done here. I understand that it took 2 hours to get through Matt Hoffman 1, and I've given up on all of these games in the space of less than 30 minutes. I think I've seen everything that I needed to see. There is nothing of value in any of these games. My brain hurts from how disappointed I am in all of these games. Whimsy, it's left my soul. Whimsy's not with me. Maybe I'll get through them one by one in a different day, but today is not that day. There's a deep disappointment inside of me that I can't properly articulate. I was so ready for one of these games to be like Kino, just an untouched gem. All of them suck. All of them are unfucking bearable. I look forward to the 16 beach stream. I don't think you're gonna get the 16 beach stream. I don't think we're getting that. Okay, I think I'll come back on the weekend, hopefully with a different brain. Because, oh my god, I hated this. This was the worst set of games I think I've ever played back to back in my life. And thankfully, you don't have to deal with that. I'll see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.